We're very excited to conclude this kickoff session with the presentation of the second annual American Express Leadership Academy Alumni Award to Simeon Ogonda, founder and chairperson of Enterprise Education for Change, or EE4C. He is also an Academy alumni, having been part of our first Nairobi cohort at the American Express Ashoka Emerging Innovators Bootcamp. Simeon has demonstrated his ability to be a visionary leader throughout the startup EE4C, which successfully links technical resources to community needs, ensuring sustainability and transparency. EE4C trains university students in business development and management so they can then serve as consultants to community organizations. Through this innovative model, Simeon is building the capacity of communities to use their local resources in resolving their problems. Engaging youth, giving them tangible business skills and enabling them to consult with organizations and small businesses creates linkages and collaborations that are mutually beneficial to both students as well as the participating organizations. His success has not been without challenges, however. He has worked around barriers involving community acceptance, bureaucracy, funding issues, and more. But he has overcome these obstacles with persistence, resilience, and a deep commitment to improve his community. Simeon and EE4C have been featured on Huffington Post and Forbes, and recently he was selected to participate in the Community Solutions Program, a professional development program sponsored by the U.S. State Department that lifts up best and brightest global leaders addressing critical community problems. Simeon was selected from over 1,100 applicants to join a cohort of 60 community leaders from around the world. It is my pleasure to invite Simeon Ogonda to the stage to present him with the American Express Leadership Academy Alumni Award, which I forgot, it's over there. As part of this award, I am pleased to announce that American Express will provide $25,000 to EE4C in Simeon's name. So, Simeon, please. Sir, I will handle this. You have something more you want to say? Great.
Good evening. I don't know what to say. Normally, when you begin a journey, you begin it in the back rooms of whichever space you find. And as you battle all the butterflies in your stomach and you get scared of the moment, you only hope that as you travel that journey, you'll get partners and work with many people who will inspire you and challenge you at the same time. So, as part of this acceptance, I would like to tell of a story that inspired me once. I joined Maseno University in Kenya in 2008. I was a student of philosophy. And by that time, I was inspired a lot with the quotations. So one day, as I walked into the dining hall of the freshmen, I saw a quote. Actually, it was a statement that said, would you like to compete with other students in an international podium? And I remember telling myself, of course, yes. And then when I saw that poster, I looked for the venue and I attended that meeting. And the first quote that I saw on one of those of their campaign posters was saying, "We endeavor to have a head for business and a heart for the world." And I thought to myself, this defines what I want to do. For 4 years, I met different people that confirmed to me that that is exactly where I wanted to be. I was learning philosophy, but I was also being introduced into a world of creative collaborators. And after that university experience, I battled with myself on whether to join the for-profit sector or the non-profit sector. I needed to make a living, so I had to make money. But making money never made me excited. So I found that excitement by interacting with the young people of my age and getting challenged, even by those who never went to the university. And I told myself, if they can inspire me and they haven't seen as much as I have, what's stopping me? Now, since 2012, when I completed my studies, my undergraduate studies, my mind has progressed to the level that by the time I was selected for the Community Solutions Program in 2014, the idea of enterprise education for change had started. And it only started with 5 people. We were in the back room of a university hostel. I had completed my studies, but I was back there to motivate young people like myself. And we started Enterprise Education for Change. And 2 years later, what I've learned from that experience is that we have not been successful because we dreamt big or because we were well informed, but because we were creative collaborators. I've met different people, especially through the American Express Leadership Academy, who have not only challenged me by advising me, but by showing me how it's done. From a very nice article that John wrote about us in Forbes that got over 4,000 views in the first 3 months and helped me to meet another Canadian organization of university students that then partnered with our organization to bring stoves to a local community. And then to the young students who constantly visit my my Facebook page to tell me just how last week was interesting because I told them something they didn't know of. And as I relive those experiences with you here, I only have one understanding, that in American Express Leadership Academy, through our various supporting organizations, we've realized that we often come together to celebrate some things that we started long before we ever met. And it reminds me always that leaders leave sports. So some of us guys here have left sports in enterprise education for change that continue to shine here and beyond this platform. And for that reason, I feel so humbled and honored to accept this award, because I know it reflects the spirit that lives within this room and shall extend as we go back to our countries. Thank you.